Oh yes, perfectly. Yeah. This guy is sensational. He's electric. On the pitch, and he's such a good dribbler with higher speed. And honestly, he will fit perfectly in the Premier League. He will fit perfectly. At Arsenal. I think he can improve, the link between the midfield and the strikers. He's very good, in terms of movement. He's very intelligent, and he always try to find links and automatism, with his teammates on the pitch. So he was missing the whole season because of injuries. So it was as well very difficult for Pochettino to manage his team. So it was for me, the march is huge in front of him. And I'm pretty sure that if he can avoid being injured, can play, regularly games, I think the Chelsea fan will see very soon his quality because he's got a lot of qualities that can fit, in Chelsea. I was already, a little bit sad when he left Europe and when he left the national team as well. Everybody loves him, and as a player, but as well as a person. And I think I know the reason why he left for Saudi Arabia. Obviously, that's for the money because I think he lost a lot of money because of some people here in France. The last few years. So he's not that young anymore, even if he can bring a lot of things on the pitch. But he needed, to think about himself first. That was probably the first time in his life that he has to put himself first. He always put himself at the last link, the last week for his teammates as well. So I was a little bit surprised, sad, but I understood. So the fact that a lot of clubs are asking him to come back, I'm not surprised about that. But if they can afford to give him the same amount of money, I think that could be something different. But I'm not sure about that. Another central defenders. How many players they have, Chelsea? 30, something like that. So I mean, that was the main problem for Pochettino, And for the last 2 months, at the end of the last season, you could see the improvement of the team collectively and individually. And for me, that was a mistake, to show him the exit door. He should have stayed, at the club and to prepare you for the next season. So one more defender. I think sometimes I don't get it because every time, single season, when you see a young player, having a great season, all of a sudden Chelsea wants to buy him. So I just want to know if there is a vision behind everything, every players they bought, for the last 2 years, the money they spent on the transfer market. Do they have a vision? I presume they have one because they just signed a new manager, a long-term contract. So maybe they want a new philosophy in the dressing room, but that will take weeks and months, especially after the Euro tournament. So those guys, they will come back, late in the club. So it will take ages for the new manager to set up what he wants on the pitch. So Guehi, yeah, is a very decent player, but it's another one just came in the club, so it will take time for him to set up as well. So just try to improve the players you already have in the squad. It's been, I don't get it sometimes. Yeah, I think Italy, lost. They were out of the competition. One of the main reasons is because Calafiori didn't play that game. He was suspended. Remember what he did the last few seconds of the game against Croatia? I really like that guy. I think he's very good with the ball. He's very intelligent without the ball, and he can play different position. And he's got a fighting spirit, a great character and personality on the pitch. So yes, that could be something very interesting for Arsenal because he can play different position and he's got this leadership. I was I was focused on him the on 2 games they play with Italy. Every time I could see him, his face, he was so focused, so committed, on what he was doing on the pitch with a lot of energy and a lot of confidence as well. So yes, definitely that will be very good for Arsenal. Yeah. Another one as well that could be interesting for Arsenal on the left flank is the Turkish player that played yesterday, Gagiolu. The left wing, the left defender. He can play in midfield as well. And I really like this guy. I've been told that Arsenal are interested about him. So I'm not surprised as well because he's good with the ball. He's got a great mentality. He's always fighting until the end. He brings a lot of energy on the pitch. So yes, there is a few players actually, that could be perfect, for Arsenal.